Alexander the Great's campaign through Sindh, in present-day Pakistan, is a significant episode in both Greek and South Asian history. His invasion of the region around 326 BCE is often marked by his crossing into the Indian subcontinent after already having conquered Persia, Egypt, and much of Central Asia. After defeating the Persian Empire and consolidating his power in the western regions, Alexander pushed towards the east. His army crossed the Indus River, marking the boundary between his previous conquests and the lands of India. Battle of the Hydaspes, 326 BCE. This battle, fought near the Jhelum River in present-day Pakistan, is one of Alexander's most famous military engagements. The opponent was King Porus, the ruler of a region located between the Jhelum and Chenab rivers. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Alexander's forces defeated Porus's much larger army, which included war elephants, a formidable force at the time. Alexander employed clever strategies, including using the river to his advantage by crossing it secretly during the night to attack Porus's forces from an unexpected position. Impressed by Porus's bravery and leadership, Alexander allowed him to retain his throne and even formed an alliance with him. After the battle, Alexander's army faced increasing resistance as they moved deeper into the Indian subcontinent. The soldiers, worn down by years of fighting, grew reluctant to march further into the region. They had faced intense battles and suffered casualties, and the prospect of more challenges in unknown territories led to a rebellion. The rebellion occurred at the Base River, where Alexander's troops refused to march further into India. They had reached the edge of the Punjab region and were unwilling to continue into the lands of the Nanda Empire, which was ruled by King Porus's enemies to the east. Alexander founded several cities along his route, the most notable being Nicaea, meaning victory, and Alexandria Bucephalus, named after his beloved horse Bucephalus, who died after the Battle of the Hydaspes. These cities were intended to spread Greek culture and serve as military outposts. Alexander's brief stay in Sindh and the broader Indian subcontinent had a lasting cultural impact. His troops came into contact with various Indian kingdoms, exchanging cultural, political, and military ideas. The influence of Greek art, architecture, and administration spread to some extent, blending with local traditions in what would later be known as Greco-Buddhist art. Unable to continue his march into the heart of India, Alexander reluctantly turned back. His troops returned westward, but Alexander would die shortly thereafter, in 323 BCE in Babylon under mysterious circumstances just a few years after leaving Sindh. While Alexander's stay in Sindh was brief, it left an imprint on the region. Some of the local elites might have taken Greek influence into account in their governance, and Alexander's presence contributed to the cultural and historical connections between the Greek world and South Asia that would continue in subsequent centuries. Alexander's campaign in Sindh and the broader Indian subcontinent remains a fascinating chapter in both Greek and Indian history. His military brilliance and the subsequent blending of cultures left behind enduring legacies that shaped the future of the region, although his direct impact in Sindh itself was limited due to his short stay and the resistance he faced. Do you want to explore any specific aspect of his journey further, such as the battles, the leadership decisions, or the influence on local rulers?